there, sorry from 17 once again. This is the first of a bunch of TGS gameplay reactions / new gameplay reactions to various video games, and we're starting with the most recent trailer for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I have not seen this, guys, so we're going to react to it for the first time, and then we're going to do a slow motion of it. I've heard a bunch of details from this in my stream chat, but I haven't really got too much context, so let's see how this goes. So it turns out this went actually really horribly, so we're not going to do the we're not going to do the proper reaction because I just did it. I was super excited, and then the audio got all fucked up because I stopped it prematurely from my excitement, and then it corrupted it. So sorry about that. Instead, we're going to do it slow motion, and we're going to look back into the shit that I got excited about. So, yeah. It wouldn't be my channel if we did not have frequent problems. There was only one part of it that captured, and it made me sound like I was disabled. My voice was going in weird, like that. It was really bad. I've only been doing this for several years, and I've never had that happen, so... Anyhow, it begins with this burning picture, which is going to just destroy bit rates because it's compressing the screen like a motherfucker. I'm hoping this looks way better on YouTube when I throw it up, and I'm hoping it's just my preview window. But the camera pans down here to the lone wolf character who we're playing as, and see how the dude sounds right now? That's how I sounded on the corrupted audio. But this person, I believe, is saying something about our main character and his plight. I of course made up the dialogue and said something stupid, as I often do. But the things to take away from here is the lighting and the environmental stuff. There's lots of rain happening. Hopefully there's going to be a lot of water tech, some puzzles and things. Maybe there'll be mud tech. She said shinobi just then. So definitely talking about a shinobi. The best game for the Mega Drive, everybody agrees. But so far can't see anything different here other than just a really, really nice visual representation of the game. It's got a great presentation. And then it kicks off, so he comes cruising up this tower with this massive... Are they called pagodas, those ones? I can't remember the name of them. And then there's somebody down there. Then he does the Super Mario wall jumps, which I'm very happy to see, into a nice grappling hook, fast movement back and forth, showing that you can use it quickly, which is nice. Then we get a couple monks walking, very reminiscent of the Deacons of the Deep, with their symbolism. And then we get the ledge movement and the execution from the ledge, and the man wearing the fancy platform shoes there. A couple of counters here, steps on the dude's blade. And here's a guy with Voldo's moveset. So, dude rocking up with some claws, doing 1,000,000 hits a second. That right there really reminds me of the Evo moment. Did you notice how Sekiro parried a bunch of attacks and then he jump parried the final attack? Pretty much reminds me of Chun-Li's super that. I don't know if it's an homage, but it definitely reminded me of Daigo's ridiculous parry. And then we have this lady who I believe is talking, who has a traditional umbrella, very reminiscent of this period. And I hope we fight her, just because umbrellas and lady characters are fun to fight, usually. Now we have the sword being unveiled. I'm not entirely sure what the name of the sword is, but I think it's out there, probably. And then he draws it, and you can see some kind of emanation from the blade, some kind of, perhaps, a demon blade. The big dick blade, as I call it. A really angry sounding Japanese man just then. And then there's the spear. So the spear has the ability to pull people towards you, which is really sweet. And that was the Voldo guy he was fighting then, it looked like. Then he does an execution mid-fight and gets a bunch of fireworks. And then we see this. Jumps into the air, comes down onto his head and does a Hurricane Rana into a stab in the chest. Which just looks superb. Really, really cool. And then there's the cool guy on the strings. Very vamp-esque / every anime you've ever seen with a dude like this. Very cool. And then he comes down here and does a ton of combos that break your guard and all kinds of fun stuff. There's a shining move just then where he jumps away, fires projectiles, and he casts them away. And then we get the corrupted monk, who looks like he's using some kind of spear like Sung Mina. Or maybe it's a form of a longer Odachi, I'm not too sure. I don't know the names. Is it like a Naginata, something like that? I don't know entirely what they're called. And then we get this weird execution on the crazy like theater mask of this boss. And then there's a dude from Ninja Gaiden Black turns up, crazy white monster thing, and slams him into the ground. He gets all angry and just looks really cool and very reminiscent of something from Bloodborne. And then the game teases us it's not going to be out for several months and makes me sad. But that was Sekiro, guys. Amazing looking game. Cannot wait for it. Easily the game I'm most excited for. What did you think?